had to make the joke. And welcome to How Not to Solve Monster Problems, Dice Functional's Monster of the Week game. As you saw in the intro thing, I am your keeper. And I can't be a Grim Reaper this session unless they really, really fuck up. But I also wouldn't put it past some of them. So, there still might be murder. Just a quick thing before we get too far. First of all, if you guys are curious about any of our past content, curious about us as a group, looking for anything to do with Dice Functional, you can find us on multiple platforms, including Twitter. You can find us on your favorite podcast apps. You can find us on YouTube. Pretty much if you look for Dice Functional and you see our symbol, that's us.
Monster of the Week is all up, by the way, on YouTube.
Hey, we're caught up finally.
We're caught up, yeah.
We'll eventually get Monster of the Week on the podcast app separately, but it's gonna take a little bit longer.
Yeah.
Real quick, Michelle, would you like to talk about your one shot since it's coming up?
Well, we're not airing it for a couple weeks, but yes, I am DMing a one shot. We're recording this weekend. I'm very excited. I'm a little nervous because DMing for a stream. I've DM'd before, but never for a stream. It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be an interesting group. I'm really excited about that. And I do have two of my friends from Doing Our Best, which is another D&D channel, coming in and they're gonna be playing in it. So I'm really excited about that because they're two really good friends of mine who I've played with a lot, and one actually they've both DM'd for me, and one currently DMs for me a lot. So it's like my other main DM that isn't Connor and Jess. So I'm excited. It should be going up beginning of February. We're recording this weekend, and then it should be going up the beginning of February. So I'm really excited about that.
Yeah. Any other pending announcements that anyone's desperate to make? Speak now or forever hold your peace.
Tacos are the superior sandwich.
Revenge of the Sith is the best Star Wars movie.
Why are you two both coming in with controversy right now?
I'm eating soup.
Yeah!
I mean, is that not controversial in and of itself?
Okay, no.
Is it a soup or a stew?
I've already listened to that podcast about chili. Don't you bring this in here.
Is cereal soup?
That is another
Yes.
podcast I've listened to. Now, cereal being soup is not what makes you a monster. People who put ice in their cereal are monsters.
What the fuck?
Ollie did it as a dare one time. Never again.
Some people can't stand warm milk, so they put ice in their cereal.
Why is their milk warm?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say, why is there milk
It should
warm?
be in the fridge.
People do this shit.
Are we going after them in Mystery 3? Is that what we're doing in Mystery 3,
so.
Jess?
Yes, all of Mariella's family puts ice in their cereal.
All right, cool.
Oh,
Let's
we're gonna
go.
kill them
Let's
all.
go. Let's go. The house is already on fire.
No, shush. Why does the game always turn into this? Why do I let you people play in my game?
Because you love us.
Some days.
You tolerate me.
I do tolerate you. Actually, Jill has the most respect. I have the most respect for Jill, but Jill's also got 10 years on all of you, so.
I mean,
I-
that's fair.
Yeah.
What you
10
have in
years.
respect for me makes up for the lack of respect I have in myself.
Aww.
Thank
Cody,
you.
these characters right now, these comments right
That
now
was
are out
very-
of character.
That was a
but,
very
you know.
Jake Peralta delivery.
It was.
I halfway through I realized I needed to clear my throat and then I didn't.
Yeah.
Well, you did everything like Jake Peralta. You kind of like scrunched your nose up as you were saying it, and like. Oh, I just got
Fair.
killed by Book
I think it's
God
time we
damn
get
it.
started, Jessica.
Yeah, let's
There's
get
something
this
going
show
on.
on the road.
So, for anyone who has not been to one of our podcasts before, Jill, I'll cut you, who's not ever been to one of these sessions before, we are currently in Between the Mysteries, which are essentially little story moments, little times to relax for the characters between bigger arcs. Last week we did half of the ones that were pre-done, and we're going to do the other half right now. So pre-done meaning I give them a scenario and then they get to run wild with whatever the fuck they want to do in it, which sometimes leads to Ollie threatening a military officer. But it happens. This week we will be finishing up that along with one last thing at the end, which if we don't get to, guess what, motherfuckers, we're starting next session with it, whether you like it or not. But, jumping into the Between the Mysteries, we're going to start out with Mariella. And I will tell you now, for everyone who is one of my players, in a moment I will give you the opportunity to deafen yourself because this is going to be a whispers scenario again. Any of you who want to listen can, of course, listen. Anyone who doesn't want to doesn't have to. Mariella.
Go mute yourselves.
Mariella, you are sitting at home by yourself. Ollie is at their father's for the weekend. Unfortunately, you also know Ollie brought Lizard, so you're a little worried, but it's not your problem. And that's all you can think. You're finally at home. What are you doing?
Reading a book. I've got, you know, I'm chilling in bed. I've got a cup of tea. Curled up in
Sure.
bed. Yeah, a cup of tea.
Wine drunk.
Oscar. See, look, I do this all the time. Connor, mute yourself.
Fuck you.
You will have to mute yourself in a moment. Don't.
Cup of tea. Probably reading. Honestly, she's probably reading like.
Is it a Harlequin novel?
No, actually, I think she's more into. This is gonna sound really weird, but I think she's more into like not YA, but you know, like new adult, where it's like
Yeah.
the like sort of it's books meant for like people 10 years younger than her, but she finds it interesting and she reads it. Also, she's a high school teacher, so
Gotta keep up with what the kids are reading.
exactly. But she also like enjoys it.
Yeah. Mariella, as you are laying there, you feel like there are eyes on you. And as you get this feeling, this is when we will head into whispers. Anyone who doesn't want to listen, this is the opportunity to deafen yourselves. I will, of course, signal you when it's over. Everyone else who's listening, make sure to mute yourselves. Connor, that is at you. Mariella, you're sitting there and you feel the eyes on you. What are you doing?
Put down the book and I look up.
Standing before you is the figure of a woman you have become somewhat familiar with, that warm, affectionate feeling that she provides for you, towards everyone that you remember, who's visited you a few times at your school. This is the first time you've seen her in your house, though.
Can't you just like can't you just knock on the door so I know you're coming in? I mean, I don't mind, but
I could have, but you seemed rather engrossed in your book. I figured I'd just wait.
I would have answered. I'm not, it's not exactly hard reading. She puts the book down.
Next, you're gonna look at the book and go, "Oh yeah, that love triangle, man. Young adults really gotta step away from those."
It's
Love is-
predictable. It's predictable, which is I can kind of understand. I mean, I don't mind them. They're appealing in a certain way. You know how it's gonna end.
Love is much less complex than that, in my opinion, but who am I to speak on the matters of love? How are you, Mariella?
Worried?
You've been doing some challenging things as of late.
Yep. This world is strange. Not really. I've studied mythological things, but never thought I'd actually have to deal with them, which is weird. It's a very odd feeling.
Is it harder knowing your son is a part of that, or your child?
Yeah.
And
I think
your
the only reason
ex-husband?
Yeah, I don't understand that part.
Connor, I agree with that statement, but we'll get to that in a minute. Trust me. We'll get to that in a minute.
That I don't. Something I'd wish I'd known earlier, to be quite honest with you.
Difficult explaining this world to people, especially those who don't witness it firsthand. Let's be real. If you hadn't saw your child flung out a window, would you have believed in the supernatural?
No, absolutely. Yes. I barely believe it now, and I've witnessed a lot, especially in the last few months, I guess.
And I have a feeling you're about to witness more.
Huh.
I can't see the future. I'm just predicting off, unfortunately, what kind of people you run around with.
And then I have to deal with my parents.
Yes, that is
And Lucas.
actually what I came to talk to you about.
Oh.
Yeah. And she's gonna sit down on the bed beside you.
Great.
Love is a complicated feeling.
Yeah.
I may joke that it's not that complicated, but it honestly is, especially when there's hurt wrapped into it.
Yeah.
I know you still love your family, even if it hurts, even if you hate that you still have feelings of love for them, which is going to make everything that you're about to go through harder.
What are you talking about?
You're going to go spend time at your family's, and while I don't know exactly what's there, something's wrong. Something's not right. I see a lot being who I am. I don't typically. I'm trying to figure out a better way of explaining than. Sometimes I see things and I know pretty much every creature's living existence because I can feel part of their emotions. Something there is causing me to lose that connection. It's like they don't have emotions anymore.
What?
Look, your guess is as good as mine. I just know something in that neighborhood where your parents are, something's causing them to lose touch with their feelings.
Hmm.
And that is what I came here to warn you about.
Okay.
Mariella, I don't know what is coming for you. Not in the near future, not in the far future. I cannot see the future, and no one I know can. And I don't know what those two are doing, but I will cut them and kill their characters. I don't know much in that sense. My knowledge is limited. My knowledge is, well, as I'm sure you know, my knowledge pertains to love and everything that it encompasses.
Mm-hmm.
But, like I said, there's something wrong there. I'm coming to warn you. Yes, you're going to be dealing with those assholes and their hate and their constant mistreatment of your child and you. But you need to keep your wits about you there. Something else is wrong. And I don't know what it is. And that scares me.
Weirdly, I think what you're saying, as much as I hate to admit it, kind of makes sense. Because I've noticed things, especially with the kids.
Kids are often easily susceptible. I mean, if it's an authority figure of some sort, or even someone who seems like an authority figure, there are many monsters that mimic the voices of their parents to draw them in.
I'll warn everyone. I mean, if it's something supernatural, which I'm assuming it is, what you're saying could be.
But
At
I'm
least,
sorry, continue.
no, just at least, this group, oddly enough, is the best group to deal with it.
Funny, I was about to say the same thing. Your allies are strong, Mariella. And whether you know it or not, you already have allies there.
I mean,
Love is a complicated emotion, like I said. Sometimes you still love people even if you know you've hurt them.
I know exactly what you're talking about, and I
Do,
hate that.
do you?
I feel like
Something
I do.
tells me you don't know everything on this one.
Hmm.
But with that in mind, Mariella, remember this and remember this well. You are a being of love on a level that most people cannot have. You work with children every day, some of who come to school from worst home situations that you can even imagine. You spend time with people who don't necessarily like you. You spend time with parents who don't really understand their kids, and you teach them how to have those fond emotions again and how to read their children's emotions. That's an important skill. You have so much love in your heart, you teach it to others. Remember that. Love is your greatest weapon, and it's your greatest tool in what all is to come. Keep love in your heart, and remember to leave your heart open, because no matter how many times you let it get wounded, I think your heart's too strong to be broken. And she's gonna reach over and pat you on the cheek and go, "You'll be shocked who comes to your aid when you call for it." And then she's gone.
Gonna sit on that for the rest of the night.
uh, Somebody want to try to call in the others?
Okay.
Mariella, after the person is gone, you are sitting on your bed, alone with your book and now your slightly cold tea. And your phone rings.
Oh God. I pick up the phone. I look at. I see who is it.
Your mother.
I'm gonna answer the phone.
Hello, Mariella.
Hello, mommy.
I'm just checking in. I know I told you that the family reunion was in a couple weeks. And I just want to make sure it's you and Ollie.
I'm bringing some friends.
Oh, you have friends?
Yes, I do. They're an odd group, but they're friends.
Huh. How many? So I know how many rooms to arrange.
3.
3 of your friends, you 2. So that means I need to have a room for each of your friends, a room for Ollie, and then you for you and Lucas.
Mommy, why are you putting Lucas with me?
We don't have enough rooms otherwise.
But you have room for 3 friends?
Yes.
See, I know that's a lie, but I'm not gonna.
Well, your
It's fine.
sister's also going to be here, and her children, and her husband.
Mm-hmm.
And then we still have our space, and yes, it is best to do it like this. I'd like to remind you that you will be here for the whole weekend.
Yeah.
There will be many things you want to do. You can always visit the church. I'm sure the pastor there will miss you. We've got some lovely neighbors, a big backyard for Ollie to play lacrosse in with his cousin.
Sure, they love that.
And of course, there'll be my cooking every night. Mariella, considering a lot of things, you had to learn to cook when you left home.
Wonderful.
Your father misses you.
I'm sure he does.
And so does your sister. She's already here.
I'm not surprised.
It's just her and the kids. Her husband will come along during the weekend. When you guys arrive as well.
That's
She
good
wanted
to
a
know.
couple weeks here with us.
Great. I'm happy for her.
Mariella, as you think about that, the voice that just spoke to you, while you don't hear it again, you just feel a little ping from it that goes, something's not right with that statement. And your mother goes, "Well, I'll talk to you when you get here. Remember, I want you guys here at 9 a.m. sharp on that Friday."
We will be there.
Goodbye.
She hangs up. She's like, "We're definitely gonna be late to that. That's fine." I don't understand. She's Cuban. She should know. We're late to everything. Huh. Actually, my sister being there is a bit odd. Should I call her? I'm gonna call my sister.
Let me pull up her sheet. Give me 2 seconds.
Yeah.
Because I wasn't anticipating that, but it's fine. I already had her stuff written up.
I mean,
Okay, if you want to call her, you're more than welcome to.
hold on. I gotta do something really quick. I just gotta remember a name. I don't remember a name. It's been so long. Oh, is it Ariana?
Yeah.
I couldn't remember. For some reason, I thought
Becca,
it was.
you have a great expression right now.
All right, yeah, I'm gonna call her.
Phone rings once. twice, and it dials out for a really long time before you hear the phone pick up and your sister's voice comes through. Hi, Mari.
Why are mummies?
Me and the kids needed some time.
Is everything okay?
You can't talk about this around Mom, okay?
Of course. Ari, of all the things, you think I would actually
Andreas
tell
is
Mom?
cheating on me.
What? What?
Yeah. I came here when I found out. I got divorce papers here. Mom doesn't know yet.
Oh.
Dad knows, but Dad's promised to keep quiet.
Mom's gonna be real upset. Real upset.
I'm gonna kill
Sorry.
the two of you.
I'm not even paying attention to them, so it's fine.
I'll turn off your cameras. I'll find a way to do it.
It's not my fault I'm funny.
Yeah, but also
Thank you, Jill.
It's come on. Towards me. It's a little bit.
She's gonna just go, Mom's forcing him to come, of course, at the family reunion.
You don't think I know? Mom. She's making me share a room with Lucas, so okay.
Yeah. Just shove him in the room with your son. He'll be fine.
I don't think Ali's gonna like that very much. I'll deal with it. It's fine. I'm bringing.
There's always the
Kiko,
couches in the hallway.
Yeah, I'm bringing Kiko. It's okay.
Okay.
If anything, I'll shove him in I'll shove him in a room with Waylon. I'm sure Waylon will love it.
Yeah.
You know, I'm bringing some an unusual group with me. So.
Yeah. Hopefully
Neighbors.
they'll help bring Jamie back out of her shell. She's been kind of weird.
What's been going on?
My little Tom girl's turned into a good old Catholic. I know, it's weird, isn't it? She went from ripped jeans and mud everywhere to white gowns, and she wants to dye her hair back to brown. We just finished dyeing it blue.
Ay, Dios. Maybe this is part of the thing that was mentioned.
What are you talking about?
Oh, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
Hey, I have to go. Mom's calling dinner.
Uh,
You and Ollie drive up safe, and whoever else you're bringing.
yeah, I think you'll like them, actually.
Well, if they get along with you and your son, they're bound to be interesting people.
Oh, that's quite true. They very much are. Yeah. I think you'll like them. I think they'll like you. Hopefully. I miss you.
I miss you too, Art. I
I'll
miss
be
you so
there.
much.
Mommy told me 9 a.m. You know we're not going to be there at 9 a.m.
Oh, God, no. You shouldn't be here until at least 12.
Yeah, that's the plan.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll talk to you soon. Call me if you need anything, okay?
I will. I love you,
Love you.
Mariella.
Love you too.
Bye.
Bye.
And as the phone call ends, Mariella, you are in your room alone, and we cut away from that with you left alone with everything you've just heard.
Yee.
Gotta bring up the right sheet again. Jody!
Yeah.
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 Jody, as
Man,
per
it's like,
your
it's like
requirement,
divorces are a Catholic rite of passage.
I'm
My
excited.
dad got two.
Look,
Perfect.
don't tell the general public, but it's true.
Yeah.
Are you gonna make us fight the Pope?
No,
Is it I
it's
don't
the
want it to be
Raptor
current
Pope.
one, I want it to be the
It's
old
the
one.
Raptor Pope.
It's the Raptor priests.
Yo,
To
find
get
the
those-
Raptor Pope. Let's go.
I have more scenes to get through today.
Sorry.
Let's go.
Goblins.
Let's chill. Let's go.
What am I gonna
Okay,
do with all
okay.
of you?
We got the energy.
You always have the
I have
energy.
no
I do.
energy,
Listen,
that's why
I've been
I'm
sitting
like
here
this.
silent this whole time. It's just,
Has
it's
to come
just,
out.
yeah.
Anyways,
It's just gonna.
Okay. Okay.
Jody, you was at the headquarters that's closest to you for Doxa. You
Okay.
know, is in Miami, which most people would think is pretty weird, but you know, it's Florida. You're sitting there, and you know you have a meeting that you have to go to, but right now you're just kind of sitting in the main office area.
Mm-hmm.
Are you gonna look around, or are you just gonna wait for the door to open for your meeting?
You mean like gaze or like?
Just wander around the office.
Yeah, she'll wander a little bit.
As you get up and start to walk around, stretch your legs, you've been sitting in that chair for at least 30 minutes.
Jeez.
Making your way through the various cubicles of level 1 and 2 agents, and you come across into some of the farther back areas where pending cases are being worked on. And you see a very familiar case, one that's bulletin board has not ever been taken down, because it's still very much pending. And you see your friend's name on that list, along with dozens of other names, some more recent, some a lot older. And there are, of course, notes scribbled all around it, but there's a new thing. A couple things, actually. One, there's a note that's attached that says string of murders have been occurring more localized in an area recently. And there's a map up, and you can see the last 4 are all within 100 miles of each other, which isn't very far considering how it was before. The second thing you notice is a note also attached that says, Tiffany Sharp. Sharp's recent agreement to join in the investigation is a surprising, if not unwelcome, development. But she has said she is only looking into it more because of those weird kids who found my wife. Any sort of investigation I do, I will only work with them. Waiting for the right time to figure all of this out. Currently trying to gather up more intel. She will report back when she knows more.
Okay, good to know she's gotten in touch.
And as you read over that note and finish it and look back over the board once more, you hear the door at the end of the hallway open up. The all too familiar door of Oscar.
Yeah, my buddy.
Which one?
When he opens his door, he looks at you and goes, "Ah, good. Sorry, I was in a voice call. Come on."
Yes,
And he
sir.
motions you in.
In she
Oh.
goes.
And he closes the door behind you and sits down at his desk. And a quick look around. This desk is very much the desk of someone who's traveled a lot, the office entirely. There are posters, there are books, there are maps. It's a very eclectic, cluttered situation. And on his desk is also a mountain of paperwork that you know is definitely being neglected. Jody, this is the second time you've gotten involved with something a little odd, even by our standards. Nick glows. Yeah, we sent you there hoping for some good stuff, but outside involvement in that city? Odd. You guys find anything too unusual while you were there?
Just a witch who impersonated another witch, and yeah, seems kind of. I guess it seemed par for the course. It was a bit unrest, but we fixed it.
Yeah. And he's gonna pull open the file that you know is the case you presented for your job and go, yeah, it's just weird. The Clarks are not that strong of a clan. Their coven is, yes, old, but they've always been kind of, I don't want to say bottom of the barrel, but they weren't very high achievers.
She was tapping into the ley line. Probably boosted her a little bit.
She shouldn't be able to do that with as weak as she was. She must have been using something to amplify, but those are closely guarded.
I don't think I noticed anything strange.
That's fine. Just a couple other things to quickly go over. How did you guys figure out there was a memory problem?
By asking the right questions to the right people and getting targeted ourselves. Yes.
All right. Any issue recovering those memories since, or are they fully gone?
They were never fully gone, but they didn't really come back. I remembered a bit more than my teammates, but it was very patchy. And
Interesting. You're gonna see him make a note. Very interesting. That's one other question that I just need you to clarify before I let you go. Did there appear to be, I know I mentioned outside influence. Did it appear like Clark was asking of her own free will? Did she choose to make these decisions, or was there something affecting her?
We weren't really ever in a position to ask.
He's just gonna kind of nod. He's gonna nod and go, okay. Anyways, you've got vacation time up planned, right?
Yeah, is everything okay?
There's just a weird bit going on right now. The thing in that weird hick town with the weird creature was kind of odd, but you get outliers like that sometimes. Nick Glow getting hit, that's not normal. It's a very old and powerful blood that's protecting that city. And to have it nearly destroyed by some bottom of the barrel 2-bit witches, I don't know. Something's not sitting right with me. But regardless of what you did, you got Tiffany Sharp on our side.
Yeah, somehow. You saved one wife, and
Vampires form very close bonds to the people they cherish. They'll do anything to protect people they believe of those. We typically think of werewolves as the pack type, but werewolves live only a little bit longer than humans. Vampires live much longer, so if they decide to get attached to someone, it's not a short-term attachment.
they're like swans.
Good analogy. Yes, they're very much like swans. Essentially, you just saved probably someone she will be with for a few hundred years yet. Vampires don't typically mourn in the way we do because they don't let themselves get attached to people that will die as quickly as we tend to. Regardless, she has agreed to help on, well, probably one of our oldest cases, as you know.
I saw the notes, yeah.
Good news is she thinks she's going to be able to get you guys into I don't know if I want to call it a meeting. Vampires are very appearance-based. It's some sort of masquerade ball.
He's gonna do what to me?
I wanted to give you that warning before it happened. Yeah, it's a masquerade. She's going to bring you guys in as essentially hired arms. It's not uncommon for vampire clans to do that when they come to this. I think she's like one of 5 or 4, and she's got reason to believe that one of these other groups are hiding the person who did this.
Well, if it's for a mission, and it's a very important
We
mission.
we will try to reimburse everyone for the outfits. But as you know, sometimes our budget's not the best.
You know what? I'll see if some of my friends, if we tell them what it's for, they might be into it and might put me up for it.
That's completely fair. Vampires will not be the only creatures there, but they are the ones hosting and the most prominent ones. Of course, they are the ones who will be at the head tables.
Smack.
Well, some of the only tables. Those tend to be standing events. Remember, though, like I said, it is a masquerade, so you will have to wear masks and keep essentially your appearance a little bit cloaked. I would recommend something before you go. And then you still have some time, of course, so you'll have time to work on this with your team. It would not be shocking if there's someone there who can change forms, change shapes, change the way they look. Make sure to have some sort of code. Something that all of you would know, but no one else would.
Will do. Connor looked really excited there.
I knew getting Lizard to watch the thing would be important.
You know what's funny? I had that written without even thinking about that.
Yeah!
Oh boy.
Just gonna kind of run his fingers for a moment. Beyond that, how are you holding up?
Fine. It's the neighborhood's boring, but the people are interesting.
Are you making friends?
Maybe.
Getting any
I don't know.
hobbies?
I've always
Look,
had my
I worry
hobbies,
about
you
you.
know.
You, out of all my agents, are kind of a workaholic. You have a healthy balance of keeping your work at work and your home at home, but you don't go home very often, Jody.
Really don't. Just not a lot there.
And that's what unfortunately worries me. Hopefully the crew you're running with right now does something for you.
I'm going to a party in a couple of weeks.
Party?
Yeah.
You don't sound like you're looking forward to it, is the only reason I say it like that.
Well, neither is the person who invited me, which is also why I'm going. It's a family
you're the-
thing.
So people can have friends when they go to these things. I got you.
I'm a social backup.
Understandable.
I might punch someone. I don't know. It depends.
Well, if you punch them, just remember. Hit them somewhere where it's not visible.
Yep.
If you're
Two.
going to interrogate anybody, be sure to hit them with the phone book. It doesn't bruise as easily.
How do you make that joke, but this man would do that? Oh god. You were just a blur on my screen for a second.
Yeah.
But whatever you do, all I ask is when you go to this party, if you cause any violence, clean up any messes you leave. You're not on official work, so you can't call in the cleaners.
I know. I'm aware. It's truth be told, it's not my violence I'm the most worried about, but I will clean up any issues.
Yes, speaking of that, the hunting range.
It's a
Shooting range.
teenager. They're a teenager. I
A
can't.
teenager that managed to trip a high-ranking military officer from across the room and bust their face open. That metal may have been hard, but the face being busted as it was did not equal what they fell. Nor was the fact that they tripped on perfectly flat ground.
People trip over air all the time. You know this.
Mhm. Watch the kid. The military has now noticed the kid. You and I both know what that's never good.
I. Yes, sir.
I'm not saying that he can't fuck with the military, but especially because, the military sucks. But make
Well,
sure he stays controlled.
ideally, there won't be any military at the party for them to fuck with. But I did
Don't try me.
I did reprimand them. But teenagers.
Yes, I unfortunately have known quite a few. I've helped locate a few. I've helped to relocate a few others. Always a bit, uppity, but usually if you explain something, it works out well.
They're a smart kid, just rebellious. But I will watch them to the best of my ability.
I ask, and he kind of glances down and looks at the clock on his computer. But I'm afraid that is all the time we have. I have another meeting coming in. And he's going to get up and walk you over to the door. And when he opens the door, there are 3 people standing outside of it. 2 of them have hoods up that completely obscure their face. But they are dressed in all white.
Oh no,
The-
the Scientologists.
The third person with them, however, while the other 2 are all white and you'd call that bright, the other man is bright in the way that Lizard can be bright. Just very bright clothing in the sense of bright colors, bright patterns. Definitely some Hawaiian print on the shorts. The shoes, which are
Loud.
definitely Crocs, are
Oh no!
pink camo.
No! Oh, your mic's cut out.
Your mic
Your
is cutting out.
He is
Your mic is-
bright and loud. Sorry, there's a loud noise in the room, so it might be cutting me out a little bit. And you kind of just the outfit stumps you for a minute. That it stops you from actually looking up at his face.
Oh, it's planned.
He has a very slim face with bleach white hair. Not like, oh, they bleached it, but like it is just completely white hair. And the thing that probably bothers you the most is not his outfit, is not his hair, is not his honestly kind of conventionally attractive face. It's the fact he's wearing fucking sunglasses inside.
Dick. Crocs and sunglasses inside. Oh.
Oscar, my man! It's been a while!
Ah! What is this?
This must be one of your proteges. And he's gonna pat you on the shoulder a little bit more forcefully than you would expect from someone like him and go, wait, I know this. This is Jody, ain't it? Yeah, the good one.
You know the good one.
Oscar and I go way back. Way back. And he's gonna keep smiling, look at the 2 people with him and go ahead and go in. We'll be fine. And he's gonna look at you, Jody, and he goes, I like you. I like the stories he tells me about you.
Oscar, I'm uncomfortable.
Oscar goes, I'm sorry, he's always like this. My friend, please, can you let my underling go? Yeah, just give me a moment. Just give me a moment. He's just gonna kind of smile and look at you real closely and go, yeah, I can see the potential. I understand why you picked her. Anyways, and he's gonna
He's
grab
more
your
than-
arm
Ah.
and he's gonna kind of serious for a moment and go, be careful out there, kiddo. Sometimes monsters aren't things with fangs. And he's gonna pat you on the cheek and walk into the office. I'm so sorry.
Who is that?
An
Am
old
I-
friend.
Am I allowed to know?
No. That's the hardest part.
Hmm.
Sorry, kid. Level 5.
I-
But I would take I take a little bit of note of his warnings. He's usually a little bit right on saying his things. Things without fangs aren't always the monsters, or things with fangs, or whatever. Whatever he said,
Yeah.
he comes up with that crock bullshit all the time.
Yeah.
Inside the office, you can hear him go, "Hey, my advice is always good."
Thanks, sir.
No problem. Hope to see you again soon.
Yeah.
And Oscar goes, "I'm so sorry," and then shuts the door. Leaving you alone in the middle area again. And everything's kind of stopped for a moment as you noticed everyone was watching that very bright person. And then
Well-
everyone goes back to what they were doing.
Yeah, if they were kept staring, she's gonna be like, all right, back to work, and then just walk fast.
As Jody leaves, the scene, of course, fades out again into our next scene. The one I'm dreading. Because bastards. Ollie and Lizard.
Yo,
Lizard, you're being held hostage. And by
at
that, I
gunpoint.
mean
I'm
Ollie
not
has
kidding
blackmail
you.
on you and doesn't want to go to the dads by themselves.
Please don't make me do this alone. We've
I'm
got
taking
really good
any-
movies. Look.
For any free road trip, I'm taking it. Let's go. Where
Okay,
we going?
cool.
Where is
cool.
it? Where?
My dad's house.
Where?
It's like literally like just like the other side of town. It's not that far.
Okay, I'm supposed to. I have to text my mom's when I leave.
Okay,
Like
that's
area,
cool.
So.
We've got a lot of movies though. My dad's got like a really big like projector. He's got one of those big projectors in the basement. Yeah, I helped him hook up like all the speakers down there. It's like
Thing is,
really
Jason's
really cool.
just coming up with shit that I definitely didn't.
We there no yeah. I remember when we put him in, like we actually shook one of the like those like on the windows. Yeah, we were shaking the windows. It was really cool. You can turn it up really loud.
Lizard does open her bag and she's like, well, it's good that I always carry these with me just in case. And it is all of the Twilight movies.
Okay.
Lizard, as you pull that out, though, you notice there's another movie just shoved in the center of them. And it's Thor. The first Thor movie.
Chucks it. Fucking chucks it. It's gone. I didn't fucking buy that. Anyway, only good movies allowed in this
Yeah,
bag.
Weak. Ow.
Fuck off. Okay, Twilight only.
Actually, there's this other really cool, I don't know. So I like every once in a while I watch like some sci-fi movies and not just some horror movies. So there was this like really cool classic movie that my dad let me watch when I was little. It's this one
This is about to hurt.
gosh, I don't remember the guy's name. He was in some movie, it had like a phone booth and stuff like that. That was like one of the old ones. This one's cool though. It's like they go into these computers and they have a lot of guns and stuff like that. It's called The Matrix. It's like this really, really cool one, dude. Like it's got like a lot of bass and stuff like that. It's really cool.
Yeah, I heard about that one, but it seemed like it was way super old, so I didn't.
I mean, look, it holds up pretty well. It's not like Black Panther or like or Infinity War or anything like that, but like it holds up pretty well. They do this really cool thing with like the bullets where they're like dodging them in these weird like sonic waves. I don't know if it's like sonic guns or something like that, but like it looks really cool.
I want you to know, you guys are having this conversation standing outside on the sidewalk,
Yeah.
waiting for Ollie's dad to pull up.
Yeah.
Waylon has a sniper rifle. I could take the shot.
Mariella's looking out the window. Mariella's looking out the window, making sure they get picked up.
As
Yeah.
this conversation happens, a kind of nice in the sense it's been well kept green sedan pulls up.
It's a Crown Vic, isn't it?
I have no idea what that is. You'll have to send me a
That
picture.
that's the classic 90s Ford police car.
Stereotypical cop car.
Yeah.
Give me a second, I'll look.
My
What do you
dad
call
used
it?
to have a Crown Vic.
Yeah. They're actually
real
very
life.
spacious and the engine in them is very nice.
Oh yeah, it's definitely one of those, but it's
Yeah.
you can tell it's been a decommissioned cop car.
Well, yeah.
And Lee, you of course know what your own father looks like. Lizard, you're being introduced to someone you've never met before. And the figure who comes out of the car to help you guys grab your stuff, you can see the family resemblance. Ollie definitely has that lanky build that the man who just came out of the car has. Pretty tall, like probably standing around 6'3". And while Ollie is so pale compared to their mother, also makes sense as this man looks like he's never seen the sun. He's got slicked back gray hair that's speckled with black hair with speckled with gray, and bright blue eyes that's got crow's feet around the edges. A kind of attractive face, but definitely one that you can tell is a certain type of person's type. Looking at Mariella.
Who is at the window, just looking at everything going on right now.
Face pressed to the glass.
No, not face press. Just, like
Fogging up the glass.
no.
Fogs it up. Unfogs it.
Looks like
Staring
at
at
some point was put together. Like, it's a very nice, like, suit. But it looks so disheveled. He's gonna go, how you doing, kid?
I'm doing all right, Pops. How's it going?
Tired, but glad I get to have you for the weekend. This must be your friend, right?
Yeah, this is my buddy Liz. They are from my monster club.
Hello,
Like-
Mr. Ollie's dad.
Monster.
Yeah, we talk about monsters and mythologies, and we watch monster movies.
Yep. All of them.
You're gonna see Lucas lean over to look over your shoulder and look at Mariella.
Again, she's at the window. She's not outside. She's just gonna go.
He'll just go, alright. Sure, kid. If that makes you happy, then go right ahead.
Yeah.
I'm gonna apologize. We're gonna have to stop for something fast food for dinner. I don't got much food at the house.
That's cool.
McDonald's!
And
McDonald's,
after you
McDonald's.
guys either head to bed or sometime around 10 p.m., I have to head out. But I'll be back by morning.
Okay. No, that's cool.
I assume you two are old enough to not need supervision for 5 minutes.
I am legally an adult.
Give me 1 second. Missy, get
She's up behind the monitor, isn't she?
Yes.
Yes. Do you need me to come wrangle her?
No, I got it.
Okay.
I pushed her off the box.
Okay.
And held the box so she wouldn't knock it over.
That's-
And he's gonna go, okay, then let's get in. You guys can pick the place. I don't really care what fast food we get.
All right.
Lizard, you're in the back seat, and you can tell this used to be a cop car, especially by the seats.
Oh no, Lizard's guilt. Oh boy.
Have to sit in the back seat. Ollie, are you sitting in the front seat or the back seat with Lizard?
Ollie's gonna sit in the back seat just to make sure that everything's like cool.
As you guys are driving
Ollie,
away.
wait, real quick though, Ollie's gonna specifically put Lizard behind their dad, and Ollie's gonna sit across, so that way when Dad looks back, it's just looking at Ollie. It's like, yeah, no, we're good.
Lizard is staring into the middle distance.
Your dad kind of just goes, alright, well, your mother's got a free weekend, that's nice. I know she doesn't get a lot of time off. Anyways, and he's gonna start the car and go, well, time to get some food, get you guys fed, and then just don't get in any trouble. I don't care what you do.
Yeah, like always. How's work, Dad?
He's gonna kind of look in the mirror back at the two of you. Rough. Feds are coming in constantly.
Why? That seems weird.
Feral animal attacks in the area.
Hmm.
Or at least that's the official report.
Oh, okay.
Really not consistent, though really bad. People are pretty much mangled.
Oh, okay. That sounds really rough. Is there anywhere I should avoid?
Keep out of any heavily wooded areas.
Okay.
I know you like to walk the trails. Try to
Yeah.
avoid those.
Okay. Like what side of town?
East side.
Okay. Ollie's making a note of all of this.
Of course he is. He's gonna go. They fucking. The worst part about them taking that job is I had an excuse to not have to go to your grandmother's house because I was working
Yeah.
a case, and then the feds came and took it. I know I don't have an excuse, and I'm pretty sure it's your grandmother's fault that they took my case.
Why? Why would it be grandma's fault?
Because grandma's and friends with the local branches of various
Can I-
organizations.
Can I cut in really quick?
Yeah.
You would not be calling her grandma.
What would
You would be calling her up. You would be calling her abuela.
Abuela.
I'm just
To be
saying.
fair,
Thank you for the
while-
correction.
While he'd be
Abuela.
calling her abuela, he is also talking to Lucas, who is the whitest man alive.
No, I know, but I think Ali would be
Wow.
at the very least calling
Bra-
her abuela.
abuela.
That is a feat. The whitest man alive.
Oh, he is. He is hella
Don't
white.
try to make me as
I'm
white
saying
bread.
this as like
Fair play. Abuela.
Okay.
Let me correct
Yeah.
my
I will
phrasing.
keep-
Lucas can say grandma.
Yeah.
But Ali would definitely be saying abuela.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So, yeah.
She's friends with a bunch of the higher ups around the city. And I told her I'd be too busy to come in, and it's like all of my work suddenly vanished.
Amazing how she does that every time.
Every time.
Yeah.
What about you, kid? Liz?
Lizard or Liz. Or, I would
have
go
to-
by my middle name, but it's copyrighted.
Yeah, their middle name is actually copyrighted. It's
It-
Lizard copyrighted.
Yeah, Darth Vader.
Gonna
Just
keep
call me
calling you
Liz. Yeah.
I don't need to be that confused today. I'm asking how you are.
Great.
You're sweating pretty heavily. You look like someone in an interrogation room.
I'm scared of authority. Police officers scare me. I committed a crime once and I'm in the back of a... I did not commit a crime. You didn't hear that?
And he's gonna go outside of statute of limitations. We won't worry about it.
Okay, then maybe I did commit a crime and now I'm in the back of an old police car, but it's great. I'm awesome. How are you, Mr. Ollie's dad?
And he's gonna go, I'm barely a cop. Don't worry.
Yeah, he investigates the crimes.
They've been looking for a reason to fire me for years. I wouldn't stress it.
So I won't get in trouble if I happen to say have a sticker on the back of my phone that does say in big letters, a cab.
Nah, fuck police.
Oh, cool.
Trust me, I'm only here right now because of the connections it gives me. The second that quits being useful, the second I go to PI work.
So you have a TikTok account?
Hey, Jill, do me
Yeah.
a favor. Roll your move for it.
Oh no! I forgot I'm a TikToker. I was just trying to think of what teenagers would talk about.
Yeah, you have influencer presence.
How many? Two?
It's 2d6.
2d6.
Hey, Mariella, how old is your husband?
He is he's 4 years older than her, so he's 39.
Okay, so you don't have disadvantage. It's just a straight roll.
Okay, well that is an 11 on the dice.
Plus your charm, so it's a 10. He's gonna go, yeah, I have a TikTok.
That's
did
not
you
the
get
answer
one
I
of-
was expecting.
When did you get one of those?
What the fuck?
I was working a case a couple months ago. Kind of got addicted to it.
Okay.
There was a string of murders. It ended up being traced back through the TikTok. It's complicated.
Okay,
had
hold
to-
on. Ollie's gonna lean forward and reach and grab their dad's phone. Hold on, I'm following you right now. Hold on. Ollie also knows the code to their dad's phone.
There are no
So, yeah.
TikToks uploaded, but if you look at the likes, it's all conspiracy theories.
Yeah, that
My
tracks.
man!
That
I know.
tracks.
But not crazy conspiracy theories. Like, conspiracy theories like, did Mothman really predict the fall of the bridge?
Not a
Kind of
conspiracy
got it.
theory. A
So,
fact.
So not, the fluoride in the drinking water is to control the minds of the population or something stupid like that.
They're
No,
making
these
the
are-
frogs gay.
Yeah,
This is-
I was gonna
Kill the
chime in
damn
like,
frogs,
"Make
guys."
These are fun conspiracy theories.
So no QAnon. Okay.
Yeah,
good.
none of that.
No,
Thank
Yeah.
fun
Christ.
conspiracy theories.
Yeah. All right. Yo, Ollie's gonna lean their dad's phone over to Liz. There you go.
The Blizzard immediately is following. Just like, I just want to make
Yeah.
sure that, you know,
Yeah.
just,
Yeah.
know, in case.
He's gonna go. Please don't break my phone.
No, we're actually enhancing your TikTok experience.
Lizard, if you go over to his For You page, it's sea shanties.
Oh, I can't fix this. It's already premium. How did you access TikTok Premium, sir?
Started liking music stuff.
It's just the Wellerman TikTok on
Yeah.
repeat, full volume.
Completely.
Give me the aux cord. I'm just kidding.
But he's just gonna kind of shrug and go, yeah. Anyways, let's get you guys through this fast food and get you home. And
Okay.
the scene will cut out from there and come back in with you guys at the home, past the point of where Mr. Davis has left.
I do have to
Ollie's-
know really quick. One second. Was the McDonald's milkshake machine working?
Yes.
Okay.
Good
That's all I needed to know. Well,
Ollie is doing the usual thing they do before their dad leaves and making him a cup of coffee and a mug to go.
He takes it and just reaches over, grabs the back of your head, kisses your forehead, and walks out. Thanks, kid.
No problem. Be safe, okay?
I could say the same to you. Trust me, I know you're not staying here.
Whatever do you mean?
we're gonna watch all the Twilight movies.
You have too much of me in you sometimes, kid. And if you watch all of the Twilight movies, make sure there's no evidence of it. At
I'm gonna
least.
look it up on every computer in the house.
What is a vampire? Just Googling.
Why do vampires sparkle?
Edward Cullen,
Yeah,
no
right.
shirt.
The laptop is very much locked.
Oh yeah, no, it's Ollie hasn't even cracked that one yet. Yeah.
It's a police detective's.
Yeah. It's got the cycling key with the separate collar thing. Yeah, no, it's
You're not
Yeah.
getting in it.
yeah. All
But
right.
you guys are alone.
I mean, there's popcorn stuff like that. But hey, a little bit later, I got a cool place I can show you that's around here if you want to go on an adventure. It's like
I
really
mean,
cool.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah.
Okay. Cool. It's like it's I'm serious. It's like super cool. Super cool.
The more you say it's cool, the actually more scared I'm getting. Weirdly enough. I don't know.
Why?
I don't know.
Oh, okay. I always like hanging out there, so like
Well, just it's like the whole thing on the way here is like, don't be out in the world in the car, and then we're gonna leave. But
well, yeah.
I brought my gun. Does your dad know I brought my gun?
I don't know, but I think it. He probably knows that I took one of his guns, so the gun I have is technically his gun. So he's cool with it. He doesn't care.
Okay, cool.
Just so long as you don't like shoot him or shoot yourself or shoot me.
I don't want to go to jail.
Yeah.
You saw me in
yeah.
an uncommissioned cop car earlier. I
Yeah.
don't know how that would really work out for me.
Yeah.
But I'm down for adventure all the time.
Cool. Yeah, why are they playing baseball though? Of like
Okay.
all the sports you could play. Like
We got to rewind the whole thing now. You talk during it. So we got to
Look.
actually start it over and then watch it and really appreciate it, soak it in.
I'm
Uh.
appreciating it. Like I get it, but like he's driving a Volvo.
Yeah.
It's a Volvo.
It sucks.
Yeah,
Mhm.
like why you have all of this, you have generational wealth. Why are you driving a Volvo?
I have your answer. Stephanie Meyer is a Mormon. She thinks it's sexy.
Oh. That's gross.
Oh.
I,
Like, what's the coolest car you
Oh,
can think of? A Volvo?
it makes me uncomfortable. If I was listen, if I was a sparkly vampire, the very least I would have a Ferrari.
I think I'd probably have like a moped.
That'd be
I
pretty
don't
cool
I'm
know.
gonna
too.
say this right now. You guys do still have the phone number of a vampire if you wanted to text and find out.
Yeah.
Okay, but that didn't work out really well for Lizard with the werewolf.
Ollie is gonna pick up the phone and text Tiff, "Hey, do you drive a Volvo? Please say no."
Please
gonna
say
send-
no.
She's gonna send back a picture of an Aston Martin. Fuck no.
Ollie's gonna show Liz. Text back.
That is-
Okay, we're good. Thank you.
That's significantly better than a Volvo.
That is infinitely better than a Volvo. Those are like the James Bond cars.
Okay, I
You
only
haven't
know
seen a
who-
James Bond
No.
movie, have you? Oh, okay.
No. They all looked really old.
Most of them are really, really old. Really, really old. There's a dude with a weird accent who does some of the first ones. And then there was one, it was like what was it? There were all these spaceships and they were in a hill though, and I don't know why. Because that just seems counterintuitive. Like if you're gonna have the rocket come back and recorrect itself, it's really hard to do that like in a hill, right?
As this conversation is happening, the clock in your dad's house chimes 12. So it is now midnight.
Oh, cool. All right. You ready? Adventure time?
Yes. Yeah.
All right.
Yes.
I do like that the guy got his head ripped off, though. That was pretty cool. Yeah.
And they light him on fire. Twilight's the coolest. Anyway.
You know what? Anytime fire's involved.
Quick question. Are either of you bringing lights?
Or
Or are you just
yeah.
using the phones?
Yeah.
Because I have to ask, because Lizard definitely has an iPhone.
Mm-hmm.
And as you know, iPhone's lights can sometimes be the shittiest things.
Ollie has an Android because,
Yeah.
Ollie doesn't believe in that Apple bullshit.
As you guys are leaving, you make sure to lock up the house.
Mm-hmm.
Tight, secure.
We've got bikes.
And
Full Stranger Things. Okay.
Yeah.
Lizard, Ollie starts to lead you to kind of a more ran down part of town. And you guys aren't pedaling for very long. When you get to kind of an abandoned parking lot, there you can see what used to be some sort of L-shaped strip mall that wasn't even fully finished. You can see there was definitely one store put in, but since you can't speak or read Spanish, you don't really know what it is.
I did forget to ask.
Yeah.
Are you gonna kill me?
No. Why would
okay.
Why would I do that?
You know, it's a prime location.
It
I
is.
just-
But here's the thing. My dad is a cop.
Which
who
is why
knew-
you could probably get away with it.
I could, but the problem is he has security cameras. So we've been on camera together. We drove by McDonald's, which also had security cameras. So you were in the car last seen with me and him.
Yeah.
And you have your cell phone on you, which can be location tracked.
I do have Find My Friends on because my mom likes to know when I go to the store.
There you go. And I think you're cool. And I don't want to kill you because that would just be a bummer. So, like...
I'm cool. Okay, let's go.
Okay.
That will fuel Lizard for the next
I'm assuming you
foreseeable
guys are,
future.
I'm assuming you guys are going in through the old Mexican food supply store.
Yeah. I'm gonna push open the one window that I've pushed open many times before at this point.
Lizard, as you walk in, it's a very crowded little market. If you've ever been in an Asian food market, it's set up pretty similar. All the aisles are pretty close together. But you can also see some of the none of the tags and stuff are in English. They're very much Spanish. You can see an abandoned machine that definitely used to have Mexican colas in them, along with a variety of other common Cuban, Mexican, any sort of Latin influence in the area that has any sort of stake in the area probably had stuff in the store. And because we live in America, it's slightly racist, so they just clumped them all together. That's how I excuse that shit. Sorry, people.
Yeah.
Ollie, where are you leading, Lizard?
We're gonna go out kind of towards the back. We're gonna go through the employee door into like the little hallway thing in the back, which obviously is only halfway completed at this point because one of the walls fell out.
As you guys are walking through this, Lizard, it's very dark. There's no windows in this area because employees only. The only light's spilling in from where the wall collapsed at one point. But you can kind of see towards the end there's the hollowed out shell of where they had started, that part of the strip mall, but nothing ever got put in. So you can tell there were dividers put in place and there's a bunch of abandoned stuff. Weirdly abandoned because some of it's like cheap equipment that got abandoned. And building supplies. The first thing you notice, though, as you come in, is it's a very empty room, but it's been thoroughly cleaned for some reason.
This is extremely unsettling.
It's kind of weird, but have you ever wanted to hit a brick wall with a sledgehammer?
Very much so.
This way.
Yes.
And Ollie is gonna lead Liz over to where there's like Ollie at this point has gathered like 4 or 5, like a bunch of different size like hammers and like a crowbar or two, and there's one like really big like sledgehammer. All right, grab one, go nuts, but close your eyes if you're gonna hit something really big because splinters might come back.
Okay.
Before it was kind of frightening.
Lizard will do just that. We'll grab a hammer and go wild.
Probably about the next 20 minutes you guys just spend wrecking shit in here.
There are some points where Lizard blacks out and does just start like animalistically like, yeah! You know?
Heck
A lot
yeah,
of
dude.
rage.
Yes.
I have a lot of feelings that don't get to be let out. This is nice.
Yeah, this is it's a good place for it, man. I like coming here sometimes. But yeah. No, there's another thing I wanted to talk to you about though with this place. So like there's some other cool stuff.
Before you go any further, real quick.
It's stuff.
Everyone else, if you are not muted, I'm going to ask you mute here. I want you to listen, but mute.
Everybody shut the fuck up.
Yeah, there's a reason for this. Continue, Jace.
All right. And Ollie's gonna start walking across the area that's been like super cleaned. For whatever reason, it's like, yeah.
Despite the fact it's been super clean, though, you can see drops of something that are stained along the ground.
Is that what I think it is?
Oh, it was blood, yeah.
Okay, I was not
Yeah.
anymore.
Yeah, they cleaned it up pretty well. About as well as it could have been cleaned up.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah. Yeah, don't look at that wall over there, the right side. Don't look at that one. They didn't clean up really well.
Lizard immediately looks.
You can tell there were viscera. There's viscera that used to be there. You can see imprints from where bodies were slammed against it. And there are parts of the wall that are just completely shattered.
Cool.
Yeah.
That's cool. Is it Oh, another question I forgot. Is this safe?
Yeah.
Are we safe?
We're actually yeah, right now we're totally safe.
Okay. Get a lot of conflicting information here, but you know.
Yeah. No.
I'm cool.
Yeah. Nah, it's cool. Yeah. I was gonna walk a little bit further and go into what was gonna be another store that looked like it was gonna have 2 stories to it. And there's an area with a lot of dust, but the trail leads to underneath where the stairs are. For some reason, there is a fully finished out closet that's underneath the stairs, and it still has a perfectly untouched like metal door.
Along with that, in this room, there are sigils carved into the ground, into the walls, and there is more viscera here on levels that are far beyond what was out in the hallway. It is on the ceiling. It is on the walls. You can tell a lot of people died here.
I'm not even. You know what? We're just gonna move. I'm just gonna pretend I'm fine with that.
Yeah,
That's
it's pretty cool. Yeah.
Lizard,
All
on a
right.
scale of 1 to 10, how much are you panicking right now?
So much. So much. So much. Lizard's face is just like getting smaller and smaller as it just crunches
I will say
in.
this, as this is happening, as if to give you comfort, your little jade dragon squeezes your wrist.
He's a really bunny.
And Ollie's gonna walk over to the door and open. You want one last thing that's pretty interesting. You want to see?
Yeah. Yes.
So Ollie's gonna open the door, and on the floor in this closet area, the entire thing is just a massive. It's just a massive bloodstain.
Cool. That's so cool. What you're showing me.
Yeah. So hey, remember how we talked about how I can see ghosts?
So fun.
Yeah.
I'm glad we're bonding. Is it? Am I gonna get sick?
No.
Okay.
Dude, that's where I died.
Okay, hold on. I think I heard you wrong. I'm just gonna rewind that. Back it up. What?
That's where I died.
Well, no. You're right there. Good job.
Hey,
What?
you want to say hi to her?
As this happens, Lizard, you feel the hand that you know fucked with you before hit your shoulder, and the figure walks out in front of you. And while you could see a shadow the first time, and you think you would only see a shadow if it hadn't been for something that had just happened, that knowledge that Ollie is unusual in a way you did not know. This figure is very clear to you. And to put it bluntly, they are beautiful. Dark skin, big curl afro that's pitch black, and a cloak of complete black on them. Hi.
You. You were the. Oh my. Hold on. Lizard does crouch down immediately into like a Slav squat, but like.
Does this to the lady leans down with you. Do you need to do breathing exercises?
Do you need to do? Yes.
I wasn't being sarcastic. I was asking if you wanted to breathe through them with me.
I'm really sorry. I'm just. It's just so. I was watching Twilight an hour ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
She was watching it too, to be fair.
Oh, yeah.
Wherever the kid goes, I go.
I can relate.
Really?
In a different. Well. Hold on. Okay. Question. How are you? What? Hold on.
Okay.
It's loading.
Yeah. Got it.
Okay. In order. 1, you're dead. Died. Alive.
I did die. Yeah. I died.
I brought them back.
Yeah.
Okay. Does everyone get one of those? Like a redo, or is that like an Ollie exclusive?
I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't.
Yeah.
Okay,
We're
okay.
not
You
quite
see
sure how it
all
happened.
of this, and she motions to the blood around the room.
Yeah.
I did that when I got unleashed.
Oh.
And then I went to where Ollie was, and I found them dying, and I bonded myself to their soul to save them. But
Yeah.
that's the last thing I remember on that.
Okay. As one does. Okay, question 2. How did you die? Who killed you? And are they dead?
They're very dead,
Okay,
it was
that's good.
this, and Ollie's literally just gonna move their hand up, and a dagger is just going to peer out of the shadows. This,
Yeah.
and Ollie's gonna pull up their shirt for literally the only marring on any of their skin. There's a massive scar, like right through where the intestines would be, through the liver and spleen.
Ow.
Yeah, it hurt. It hurt a lot.
I can imagine that dying would hurt a little.
You were
Well,
sorry.
no, the dying part didn't really hurt. It was just
It was
really
cold.
cold. Yeah,
You were so
very
small.
cold. Yeah.
Your
Dude, I
parents
was like 6. Okay, like yeah.
Question 3.
Okay.
Are you okay?
I'm fine now. Clearly.
Okay,
I-
physically?
I don't know if I am fine, but we'll get to that one later.
Yeah, yeah. I'm fine.
Are there any lies being detected?
No. Everything has been the truth.
Okay. Well, I'm glad you're alive with a ghost in you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ish.
I don't know.
Kind
if
of. We haven't really figured that part out yet. That
I'm-
one's
I'm
around.
more connected to the dagger than I am them.
yeah.
But
Okay.
the dagger's in their possession, which makes us it's a complicated mess.
It's connected to me through the wound because it's part of me now.
But
But,
maybe eventually
yeah.
that'll get fixed somehow. We're not
Yeah.
sure right now.
There's a lot of questions.
I don't even know who I am.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Why would you?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Yes.
Yeah. It's weird.
Sure.
I know
yeah.
I'm old. That's about all I know.
Yeah.
All right.
We're talking like I have seen some of her like memories, and we're talking like really, really old. Like, the movie Troy?
No.
Like you've never seen that one?
No,
It's got Brad Pitt in it. How have you never
I don't like Brad Pitt.
The lady's gonna look at you and go, I could have sworn she was in your mom's history classes.
Oh, she was. The Greek dudes. The
Oh, with
dudes
like the
who climbed in.
skirts.
Yeah, and they climbed in the
Yeah.
horse to get into the city. Those
The horse
dudes.
guys.
Yeah, the
those
horse
are cool.
guys. Yeah.
Was I there? No, that wasn't me.
Oh, I thought you were
No.
gonna say you were in the horse. Okay.
Well,
sorry.
She might have been in the horse. Look,
Were you in the horse?
I don't know.
we're still figuring that out. Like just recently, we saw like back in those times, she was moving around shadows to keep people safe. So we're
Okay.
talking like super old.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have a roommate. This, I swear, this lines up. We're gonna cross section here at some point.
Okay.
Bear with me.
I'm with you.
I have a roommate now.
Okay.
Doesn't pay rent. Just that's not involved.
Why?
But
Why?
trust me, I'm trying to figure it out myself.
Okay.
He is a Norse god.
Okay. Which one?
Loki, the bitchy one.
The one with the horns, the horn helmet, the horny one.
The stupid horn helmet.
Yeah.
The
Why?
big dumb horn helmet.
Why does he have the horn helmet?
It's stupid. I don't know. Anyway,
Wait,
you-
is it the one from the comics? The one who's also like there's also a lady Loki, right? I know I've seen that one.
Sometimes. But sometimes not.
Can they, she?
This is where I'm running. This is where I'm at. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Also, life made a futon in my living room, but we're not gonna create. It's the whole thing.
Wait. Time out. So life?
Like the concept of creation.
Oh,
Do you know?
I don't know that one.
Yeah.
Do you know that one?
The name's familiar.
So like you could have been roommates with Life, who's now roommates with you, Liz, who's now roommates with Loki, who I've seen online.
It's all connected.
It's all connected.
But what I was gonna say is, do you think that like maybe, like would you and Loki have like vibed at some point? Would you know or create or like
Or Life?
anyone? You guys know each other? You're old. They're old. I'm sorry. Does that mean?
No.
No, it's true.
I'm pretty old. I know
Yeah.
that much. I haven't always been this. She's gonna point at herself. I haven't always been this in particular, but I'm old. Maybe.
If we get the other knife back from if we get the other knife back from Waylon, though.
I don't know if that'll trigger anything, but it's worth a shot.
Oh, are we gonna steal from Waylon?
I mean, maybe steal from him. I want to at least ask him about it first, because like he shot a Nazi to get the knife, so like he's at least cool on that level. And I'm like, I don't want to.
Sick.
Yeah, I know, right? Gosh, like I don't want to, just because of that. Like I don't want to go just steal from him, because that feels a little rude. Because he's like, we know he's one of the good guys, right?
The
Yeah.
lady just jolts and she goes, "That's how he's so rich.
What?
He stole gold from Nazis."
Nazi gold.
Oh, that's a thing. Whoa.
I had to do a PowerPoint about Nazis in history class once.
I
Talking
watched
all about
those-
it. She was there.
I watched those classic movies with the old Han Solo, the Indiana Jones ones.
Oh yeah, I
Yeah.
haven't seen those.
My dad really likes those for some reason.
They're old.
Yeah, they're old. They're kind of cool though. He's always yelling about snakes though. Do you think that's where they got that snakes on a plane thing from?
Yes, I confirmed right now. We're
Probably.
confirming it. It's a fact.
This probably before they were really good at doing cinematic universes and things. Okay. So we are so far off subject.
Yeah,
But
okay.
but look, like, okay, so we need to figure out the Loki thing, because
We
can
put
I talk
two-
to Loki?
We put two characters that are probably ADHD in the same room together.
Focus. You
Okay,
died. We're back.
I
on
want,
this.
yeah, I died, but I'm not dead now. But you can see ghosts, which was leading to me saying, hey, you should help me do a thing. So,
Yes.
right. So there are a lot of people that don't like, I hate to use the term monsters as an all-encompassing thing, because it's not really technically right, but you know what I mean. Like I was talking to Mothman, and we were having this discussion, right? And it was, they don't feel super comfortable doing things sometimes. And I know a couple weeks back they got stuck where they were staying and ran out of food. It's like super, like, it wasn't a big deal. Like, you know, we got them food, but like there are other big things that happen. And I'm thinking like the thing with the witches and the thing with the mole, the blueberry mole thing. Like, what if people like me or like you know things, and now you have Norse gods as roommates and that kind of thing? What if we create like a not super corporate and information stealing Facebook type of thing where people can contact each other and like reach out and help each other if they need to?
Okay. Yes. Okay.
Yeah.
And then you got me thinking now. I'm thinking we can get like, okay, you said that. Okay. So Mothman was stranded, no food, right?
Yeah.
And then you said, I got Norse god roommate. Just can kind of do whatever.
Yeah.
I say we recruit Loki.
Yes.
Get ourselves a little supernatural like Uber Eats going. Or like, you need something? I'll
Yes.
send off my little Norse god to go give it to you.
Somewhere in
Yes.
the distance, Loki's sitting on the futons going, I feel like I just got volunteered for something.
I like
Bitches.
this.
That's how he's gonna pay rent. We got
Yes.
my rent problem solved.
And then when he's done with rent, we can use the money to build like a server. I don't know how to do that, but I was watching a video on it online, and it's like it's a really big computer that tells all the phones what to do.
Whoa,
Yeah.
that's so much. I barely understand how Wi-Fi works, and at this point, I'm just not. I don't.
The
I'm not gonna ask.
server is the brain on the other end of the Wi-Fi that tells that it's the thing that has the Google in it.
This is okay. Back to the thing I know more about.
Yeah,
monsters.
we'll talk about that later.
So like a Twitter, like a cool little.
Yeah.
Yeah. If I can get. Okay, this is gonna sound selfish. If it's another social media that I can get followers on, then yeah, I'm totally down.
Well, yeah, you'll be like the OG, like person.
We can
on
verify ourselves.
Yes, exactly.
I'm so down. How do we build a website?
I know a guy. There's this. I've hung out with this kid Brad a couple times, and he's really cool. He does the computers. He was the one who got me the Wi-Fi password at the school that I now have. So
Okay.
yeah.
Couldn't we ask someone who knows about supernatural stuff?
Oh, that is the problem, isn't
Yeah.
it?
Well, we have Tiff's number, and I know Mothman.
I hit Bigfoot with my car once.
I was actually going to suggest Bigfoot. Doesn't he work in tech?
I don't know how happy he'll be to hear from me. Hit him with my car.
I think he's cool. I'm sure he's probably cool. I mean, he wasn't complaining last time I saw him about anybody hitting him with a car, and he wasn't limping or anything.
That's good. I hope he forgot. That would be really nice for me if he forgot that I hit him with my car.
Maybe we could bring him in as what are those called?
Consultant.
A divester. That one. Consultant. I was thinking it's not
also
divester.
Investor. If you wanted to give us money.
Investor. That's the one. Yeah. This is totally gonna work.
You know who probably has a lot of supernatural connections?
Who?
Doesn't Waylon have that little black book?
Yeah, but
I feel like I should write this. I should put a list like.
But Waylon's like
I'm gonna
100.
Yeah.
Well, his friends are probably like 100. They don't know what the internet is.
Bigfoot is 250 years old.
Yeah, but he's cool.
Remember we just got Waylon a phone though.
Yeah, that is true.
He didn't have a phone for a while. But no, if he has it's like in, you know how they have you seen those really weird like card things with like the weird holes in them where like you used to write people's numbers down on them? My dad had one of those for a while. He called it a Rolex. I think it was called a Rolex.
Like a watch?
No, that wasn't it. It was something like that. It was all like by name and you had to do it manually and it fucking sucked and you tried to explain to me one time and no, never. Like you need a librarian to figure that shit out, dude.
If you asked me to remember any phone number, I wouldn't be able to.
No. The only one I know is mine.
I don't
it's
even
the only
know
one
mine.
I know. Yeah. Well, really?
No. I don't know how to find out. People keep asking me and I don't know what to tell them.
I can show you later. I know how to look that one up. Okay, so I'm putting in a shopping list from Waylon. So we have the ninth
shopping list from Waylon.
We have the black book of numbers. That sounds like a grimoire, not a thing.
Ollie, you literally have your grimoire on your phone.
I do. Yeah. Look, ever since I saw it in the last place, like it makes more sense to have it on the phone. Like I have this on me all the time. Why would I keep a book?
Anyways, let's get back on
the book's gonna get in the way. I'm gonna drop the book and it's gonna get all wet and then the pages are gonna stick together and it's gonna be gross and I don't want that. It's so gross when it happens. Okay. Nazi gold question mark?
Question mark?
Okay.
You might be able to get a slice.
That'd be cool. Like even just one, because like you can do like tricks and stuff with it.
Yeah.
It's like in Constantine, the one demon guy who has like the coin and does like the flipping around. What if we could both just like next time we have to go in and like freak somebody out, you just start like walking in and doing that?
Waylon,
It's like super intimidating.
Waylon, for some reason you feel an unease set over you. Wherever you are right now.
The windows rattle a little bit.
There's too much concentrated energy going that direction. Okay. All right. So, okay, I saved that. We're good. But yeah. Yeah, and this is where I died. So now you know. But please don't tell people because I haven't even told my mom and she would freak the fuck out if she knew that I died.
Your mom doesn't know that you died.
No. I haven't
I
had a
know.
good
And now I know that you died, and I have to tell your mom that you didn't die.
Yes, you do.
Have you
To be
seen?
fair, she does
What?
know that they have that scar.
Yeah.
She does know that.
Yeah. They saw the scar. They freaked out. She almost hit a doctor with her purse. It was actually really funny.
To be fair, also to your mom, you did just disappear and you were a missing person for like 2 days
Yeah.
because
That's
your
because
parents were fighting and you ran away because you didn't
Yeah.
want to hear them fighting anymore.
yeah.
Oh, that's so sad.
Yeah. And then dad went to work and then
So
mom went to
sad.
night school and I wanted a Coke.
And then you died.
Yeah,
Then I
that's
died.
also kind of what happened. You drank something.
Yeah. So that was the other. Should I explain that?
Just a little
Because
bit.
this is weird. So like the symbols and stuff like that around here were like a really weird ritual. And there were these dudes that were doing a ritual thing. And there was somebody who was on like they took out it was going to be like a column or some sort of decorative column or something like that. He was on there, but then they had a Coke and they didn't have any in the shop and I wanted it. So you know how it is. Like, dude, I just want a Coke because I want something to drink because I'm thirsty. So I drank it and then he got really mad and stabbed me.
Got really mad
Yeah.
This is when the lady comes in and whispers over your shoulder, I'm pretty sure it wasn't Coke, but we're not going to tell Ollie that.
It's, you know. Okay.
But yeah, don't tell my mom. Because I haven't.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was so fine with all of this. I was
Yeah.
I was the picture of cool, calm, and collected. You're gonna make me lie to your mom.
No.
Might as well
just-
be your mom.
Just
Okay. If your mother comes to me
okay.
and I have to directly tell a not truth to her,
Okay.
you've seen me lie.
Yeah. Look, I'm gonna tell her. I just have to find a moment where it's not like super awkward.
Maybe when you're dying again.
You know,
Everyone dies sometime.
this is fine.
Some people just die more than once.
Look,
Sure. Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure we could probably bring one of you back from the dead if we tried. Not me in particular. I mean, I think it would take multiple of us working.
yeah.
on it. Pretty sure your
I-
mom could do it. She's got that weird shit going on with her.
Yeah, I don't know what that is. My mom's got something going on weird too, and we're trying to figure that all out.
Raylan's old. He probably knows how to bring people back from the dead.
He probably does.
Speaking.
Jody works
okay,
for the government. They bring dead people back all the time.
but they also
I know
take
Elvis is
alive,
still out there.
They
Elvis
put
is
alive
still out
people
there.
dead.
Yeah, it's true. They
What
they
were
do
you
the
about to say?
reverse.
Did anyone? Okay, this is a little off topic. So on the topic of our local grandfather, does he look a little less old? Like a significantly less old?
Yeah, it's really weird.
I don't like. Are we like nobody's
he-
really like addressed it?
No,
We've all just kind of seen it happening. We're not
Yeah.
mentioning it. I thought maybe I was just having like a super stroke.
I don't think
okay.
you're having one of those. Do you smell toast? Is it toast that you're supposed to smell?
I don't want to think about what I'm smelling in here.
Okay.
We're just gonna
Okay,
the
there.
viscera, the old viscera from where you died. Okay, I can't go on this again. So we still have 3 more Twilight movies.
Yeah, let's go. Wait, I'm good. I've shown you everything I wanted to show you.
Yeah, I can. I'll
I'll email, text, call Loki. We'll set up
Yeah.
Monster
You guys-
Uber Eats.
You guys
Yeah.
head back after this point, correct?
Yes.
When you guys get back, sitting on the couch is Loki watching the second Twilight movie.
Yo, dude, what? This is Loki, right?
Yeah, if it wasn't, I probably would have pulled out the gun. Okay, we have to start the movie over.
Yeah, dude, come on.
Not
You
my
can't-
fault you all were having adventures without me.
You could have come if you would have been here, and if I would have known you were her roommate, their roommate. I apologize.
You're good. You didn't. Okay. You don't have to have. We don't have. We had the 2 bikes. You could have just popped in. Could have popped in like you do so often.
She pops in all the time.
Popped in.
Yes, but this
But
is
you
more
didn't.
fun. I don't know what she is, but I
You
don't
would
wanna-
if you had popped in.
Exactly.
Can we just watch the movie and I can worry about whatever she is later? Because she feels old, and I don't want to deal with that when there's Twilight on.
Okay, but that's rude. Feeling old? Come on, man. That's
Let's
like
just watch-
ageist.
Let's just watch Twilight and live a good life. And hope to
You
God
have.
whatever
You have
she
to
is.
sit on the floor. Sit on the floor. We get the
Look-
sofa. Sit on the floor.
Loki's gonna stand up, brush off their pants, and they're gonna make a chair pop up and sit down on it.
Fine, but you don't get any of the Cheetos.
Nope.
I was
none.
gonna go get a
You
bag
don't
of
even
Cheetos.
get to. You don't get to fucking look at the snacks.
You two go into the next room, and Loki is left with the lady, and the lady looks at Loki, and Loki looks at the lady, and the lady goes, "So, come here often?" And that's when the scene cuts.
I will say we should probably do the Waylon Jody thing and then.
Yeah,
The
we're
block
not
party's
gonna
gonna
get
have to
the
be
block
next
party. Party next week.
I mean, it's fine if we do Waylon
Not
Jody
next.
last because like we did start late, so we can go a little
We
late.
started a
Yeah.
little late.
Yeah.
Yeah, we
the-
started like 10 minutes late.
The block
have-
party will happen
We
next
have
week because
12 minutes.
you
12
guys
extra.
also have like a couple things that I know you want to do before we head into another arc, and I want to make sure that gets addressed. So the block party is an excuse for that as well.
That's fine.
That's fine.
Waylon,
I'm
Jody,
okay with the block party getting something. Yeah.
you two. Waylon has asked you, Jody, if he can go on night duty with you.
Sure. It's not very interesting. It's really boring. Why?
No reason. I keep working with you, so I'd like to find out exactly what you be doing with the whole night watch situation.
Well, mostly I do laps.
That's fine.
Sometimes I put the sniper rifle together and then back in the suitcase. And then put it together. And then it goes back in the suitcase.
Mm-hmm. All right. So if you want, we can go on watch. Jody.
Yep, let's go.
Jody continuing to live up to the title of most awkward human being.
Jody's having a lot of problems there, isn't she? Becca? Becca, are you okay?
Yeah.
Becca? Becca? Becca?
Jody is just this awkward in all situations. It's not even Becca because Becca doesn't play Deo like this.
No. Becca? You
Yeah.
okay? Becca?
Yeah.
You okay there? Becca?
Oh my god, she fucking dead.
Okay.
Wasn't
Yeah, we
even
can
trying.
Yeah.
So I'm imagining that we're going about the watch in some way. So
Yeah. Yeah.
looping around the place, what have you.
Yeah. She like it kind of like occasional laps, and then you like hang out in the little guard tower for like an hour, half hour.
So I was curious about a lot of things. You said you work for Doxup, right?
Yep. That's my job.
Are
Other
you
than
okay,
this.
Becca? Do you actually need to collect yourself?
I'm good. I'm good.
Okay.
It's just I laugh really hard.
Mm-hmm.
We gave you this scene right after the two idiots.
Yeah,
My bad.
That's fine.
I'm good. I'm
So,
good.
out of curiosity, what exactly do you do there? Agent operative, something like that?
Yep. Mostly a field agent. I sent out to investigate things. You've been on some of these missions, and I resolve the issue, one way or the other.
So you're supposed to be just an independent agent to handle all that stuff on your own?
It seems sometimes. I have you guys. They know
Okay.
this.
Out of curiosity, how well armed is Doxa?
It's classified.
I figured it was largely classified, but I feel this is a good thing to know. Becca, you're really quiet.
I don't. What? We have some overlap with the military.
So you have a branch that's basically equipped with the military or able to access the military stuff?
Kitty.
Kitties.
We we're armed if needed to be. I'm not allowed to know.
All right. So, why are you in there?
Because it's my job.
That's not that simple. You don't go into a job like Doxa for no reason.
Because I got exposed to the supernatural and decided afterwards that I wanted to work there and prevent incidents from happening and solving things.
How personal of it was it? Out of curiosity.
It's well, a lot of people in Doxip have lost someone or experienced a life-changing event, and I don't talk about it often, and it doesn't feel very relevant to this conversation.
That's fair. Any questions you want to ask me?
Yeah, why are you like young now?
Well, that will be because of something I retrieved on a job a while ago. I was initially working as an independent contractor. I wasn't working for Doxa. It was some years ago at this point. Independent contractor, I was given the opportunity to do some work for a government organization, for lack of a better term.
Mm-hmm.
And the idea was simple. I was supposed to prevent or retrieve something from another group that was a little less than pleasant. I've gained a bit of a reputation in my work, and I've gained my fair share of notoriety, so they were willing to reach out to me to get me to do the job, which I was fine with. Um, so I went to perform the work, and it seemed fairly straightforward, for the most part. They were located in Egypt at the time. They were more or less grave robbers, for lack of a better term. They would literally bust into old crypts and tombs, take what they could that appeared to be magical in some way, and start working towards some nefarious goals, what have you. And I retrieved a few things from them, and it seemed all right. I think I managed to get something very important right off the bat, because I didn't fully pick up on what exactly was happening with this group I was working with. And when I picked up one of the stuff, I just kind of started getting a bad vibe from them. The folks who were paying me, you know?
Right.
So I gave them their stuff, and I kept working at it on their pay, of course. And I kept taking stuff from those grave robbers, you know. But at a certain point, I just kind of stopped giving them what they wanted back to the government. And these wrappings are such an object.
And now you're in some weird gated community in the middle of Florida.
Yes. Everybody's got to have a home.
Yeah, true. Okay.
Hey, you two. For
Yeah.
funsies, roll me 2d6. Add your sharp.
My sharp? What's my sharp? I think it's 2.
Like I said, for funsies.
Whoa, no.
Ew.
Get back on there.
That is a 6 plus 2, 8.
That is a plus sharp, you said?
Yep.
That's 8 plus 2, 10.
You're both sitting there, this conversation sitting, when Waylon, you see a bit of movement out of the corner of your eye. Jody, you see it maybe a moment after him, but Waylon, you can fully see where this movement is headed.
Where's it headed?
It's heading towards kind of like the park.
Mm-hmm.
So near the center, so the community park near the center of the gated community.
Mm. Waylon's going to kind of like nudge Jody and then point in that direction.
Something on this job. All right, let's go.
We'll start moving towards the park quietly.
As you guys do, you know, the entire neighborhood is... It's pretty late. Most people are asleep. You've, of course, got the few people who are definitely awake. As you look around the neighborhood, Lizard's lights are fully on. Every single one of them. You can see the light on in Ollie's room at the household. But most of the rest of the neighborhood is quiet. As you walk into the park, go towards the bushes that you saw the movement, you keep following that little path, and you get to somewhere near the center of the park when movement flashes by your eye again. But then you notice when it's not in the bush how small it is. It's a tiny orange kitten. And it looks at you guys and goes, meow, and sprints off towards the center of the park. Even further in from where you guys were. I know you guys were in the center, a little bit past you. And as you watch it go, you can see there's a box sitting near the playground. And on the front of it, even though it's dark because you guys should have flashlights because you're both adults, you can see free to a good home.
Oh no!
There are 5 kittens in the box besides the one that managed to squirm its way out. There doesn't seem to be a mother anywhere around. The little kitten that you saw you guys kind of looks up as it's dancing around, and then Waylon, it starts to climb up your leg.
Picking up the box.
Yeah, Waylon will kind of like Waylon knows enough about kittens that you can kind of pick it up by the scruff, and it'll be okay.
It's like
Yeah, he picks it up by the scruff, and then he'll kind of like handle it properly. But like, it's climbing up his leg.
Yeah, it just kind of looks up at you and it's purring. It's very cold outside for what time of year it is. I say it's cold. It's cold relative to Florida, which still isn't very warm for a little kitten.
there's probably coyotes and foxes.
Yeah. Oh,
At least foxes.
Oh no!
Oh, little baby.
That's why I chose orange. I was gonna pick randomly, and then I saw Jill had Bub, so orange it was.
Oh, Bub.
I like Bob. No.
You can't hear him, but let me see if you can hear his pug breathing.
Breathes.
He breathes like a pug, and it's my favorite thing in the world.
But there are, as you go over to look, there are 5 other kittens, 2 that are completely black, a calico, and the orange one that's sitting there that you guys have. There is a gray and white tuxedo. And then the last one is just a normal striped gray cat. All kittens sitting in the same box. Except for the one Waylon's holding.
Little guys, where's your mom?
They're all very closely huddled together, shaking. They're definitely old enough to be away from their mom, but barely.
What you
They probably got left when their mama gave birth and they were old enough to be given away. Surprised I didn't just bring them to a vet or something like that.
Yeah, the middle of the park? What kind of... Who would do this?
Are you from the South, out of curiosity?
No, I'm from California,
Alright, that would do it.
I think. I don't remember what he said.
I'm gonna let you know right now, they do a hell of a lot worse in other spots.
At least it's not too cold, but we should take them inside.
Yep, I'll bring them over to my house.
Yes. Let's...
Waylon becomes crazy cat dad.
He likes cats, but he likes most animals.
Yeah. The orange one is still purring on your chest as you guys pick up the box.
So cute.
Yeah.
I can't have pets with my job.
You can't have pets with your job.
I travel too much.
Most of us do travel quite a bit.
No, like, I don't... Like, I move a lot, too, not just travel. It's not a life for a pet. I'm not...
So you take the cat with you, it's a cat. It's gonna stay inside.
I'm gone for weeks sometimes.
Yeah, that could be a bit of a problem. But if that's the case, then you just call up me or one of the others, and you just have us watch them. We're your friends. It's as simple as that. You just call us and let us know. Speak up again, Becca.
Friends.
You're so quiet that your voice is kind of cutting out.
Sorry. This is just like, I will say this is possibly the longest I've been in one spot for a while.
Possibly.
Yes, definitely. Okay, I got it. uh,
Look, I'm gonna be holding on to most of them, at least right now until I don't know the others pop by and start taking them off my hands, which is fine. But I want you to at least take one of them. Like I said, it'll do you some good, and you can just contact one of your friends and have them watch the cat if you have to go somewhere for some time.
There's a voice speaking in the back of your head right now that you know is your own conscious, Jody, that says, if Oscar found out you have a cat, he would immediately assign someone to come visit your house, take care of it, because he so desperately wants you to have a life.
you can have a little cat as a treat. She takes the calico.
As you pull it up from the little bundle that they're all in the box that Waylon has probably picked up, I'm assuming.
Yes.
Uh,
The orange cat has gone into the box with the rest.
the kitten stretches its little paws out and just kind of looks up at you and goes back to sleep.
Name you Mochi.
If you guys have nothing else you want to discuss, I think that's where we'll cut it.
This isn't my scene.
Waylon.
No. Waylon's got what he wanted. And some
As
cats.
as the scene comes to an end, you two break off towards your own respective homes, which are honestly not that far from each other. If you look, there's only one house between the two of you.
Yeah.
It's true, yeah.
Waylon, you walk in with your box of kittens. Almost some part of your brain tells you that you have no doubt Lizard will take at least one.
Yes.
It's gonna suggest Liz. Was like, I was wondering if Liz wants one.
Especially
that's why Waylon was like, I'm gonna hold on to them because people are gonna show up and start taking cats from me.
Waylon, you go in with your box of kittens. Jody, you go in with your new friend Mochi. And then you remember you're going to have to teach Mochi not to eat your succulent. And that is where our session will end. Thank you all for watching. I know this was heavy and very light in some points, but between the mysteries sometimes get a little weird. And
Anything
especially when
can happen.
my players are the way they are. Looking at you, Jason, Jill. Jody, I'm also looking at your socially awkwardness.
It's gotten so much worse than I planned.
I mean, it's fun to play. I'm not gonna lie.
Waylon's helping.
Again,
true.
we're giving Jody crash course in friendship.
You kind of are. It was unintentional, but
Unintentionally, but it's what's happening.
but
Teaching
thank you.
Jody the power of friendship.
It's funny you say that. I think Mariella has a move that's similar to that. But thank you guys so much for watching. Next week we will be doing the block party, which is essentially, even though we've been doing, this is session 12, they haven't met their neighbors on a big scale.
Not really, no.
But the block parties, yeah, except for the racists. But
I met the nice lady.
you did, you met Louisa. It will be a chance for our players to kind of get to know the neighborhood and also to finish up any loose ends they started to pull at before heading into Mystery 3. If you liked what you watched, you think this is interesting, you think we're a bunch of funny people, don't worry, because Monster of the Week will be back in 2 weeks. And not only that, you can catch us every Saturday, where Connor is our DM and we play D&D. It's a lot of fun. And of course, if you're looking for things that are not tabletop RPG related, on Tuesdays we do group game streams. Wednesdays, Connor typically streams any kind of game that he fancies at the moment. Typically tend to be a little bit horror related, but not always. And then every other Friday when we are not doing Monster of the Week, we are doing other versions of games with the whole group. This is only a small fraction of our group. We're missing a couple people. And if you want to see us all in one place, check in tomorrow. But that will do it. Thank you guys so much. It's been wonderful seeing any of you that were here. I'm sorry if this is your first session. My players are assholes. And it does not get any better. It doesn't get any better. It does like this every week.
It only gets
It's like
worse.
this during D&D too. I mean, like, let's be real.
Yeah, let's not get
Honestly,
into Dick
it's a little
Strangler.
more chaotic, but
It is infinitely more chaotic.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Everyone say bye, stream.
Bye,
Bye,
stream.
stream.
Stream.